everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I'm so glad to be back home and to be with you in my house, in my bedroom, in my studio. Hello, Liz Hutchins, Sandra Mirabella, Karen Calabrese, Carol Prue, Paula Shepard, Michelle Latoya Cruz, Sharon Barrett Wilson, all of you coming in, Sandy Anderson, Jenny Shaw, Lynn Nathan, Susan Norwood, Brenda Davis, Julie Cotner-Baum, you're all here. Happy Monday to you, a happy Monday to you. May you feel Jesus near every day. Why do I always think of that song? It's really a happy birthday song, but anyway, I'm so glad to be home, y'all. I have had an incredible trip. You know, I was leaving to go to pull my trailer and my 3 new scooters up to Stockbridge, Georgia, to scoot all around Georgia with my friend Donna Davis and Scott Davis, and we were going to scoot around there. And then I was going to take the car and trailer up to Virginia and scoot around there with my brother and all my friends from college. They had a big reunion of 20 or so of them. I was so excited to see Christy Cousineau and Bob Dunn and Dee Dee Oldham and Rebecca and Paul and all of them. Well, I got sick. I think I got food poisoning. I hope it was food poisoning. I've been to the doctor today. We'll find out soon. But I had a slaw dog. Have you ever had a slaw dog? Well, it's a hot dog with chili, mustard, onions maybe, and then slaw. Well, the next morning, I was ill, y'all. I was ill. I was so ill. And went to bed for about 36 hours, throwing up. I mean, all that kind of stuff, you know. So, and then I felt too sick to go to Virginia, so I finally felt better by Saturday, drove to Nashville 4 hours, went to my bus, got in bed for another 24 hours or so, I guess, and then felt better. And I went to Johnson City, Tennessee, and had a fantastic concert on Thursday night. And then I went to Family Fest, and it hit again. And I was down for the count. But Bill was so gracious. He let me just come in there and limp through. That's what's so wonderful about the homecoming things. If one player's having a bad night or not doing good, you know, there's everybody else in the world is there. In fact, our foreign correspondent, Tori Taff, was also there and has a report.
Hey everybody, this is Tori Taff, your bell-buckle foreign correspondent on the ground in Gatlinburg. What? Yeah, I'm in Gatlinburg for Family Fest. It's my favorite Gaither event of the whole year because we get to see everybody and their families, and we've been doing it for 1,000,000 years. So, I am sweating out here. I look like a really sweaty narcissist because I'm holding up a phone and talking to it and people are staring at me funny, and something just bit me on my leg because I'm standing in the mulch. But that's the dedication I have for you guys. That's how much I want to do a commercial for our Bell Buckle weekend, October 6th and 7th. Bill Gaither, who I'm getting ready to, go eat with, and 30 of his closest friends. Bill Gaither will be there on Sunday, our special guest, along with Reba and Donnie and Goodman Revival and Russ Taff, and a full loud band concert Saturday night with all his classic CCM, because if you stick around long enough, you become classic.
And speaking of classics, here's a little taste of the Isaacs from this weekend. Well, Gatlinburg was fun. But after a long car trip, Russ's butt is asleep. Tell him your butt's asleep, honey. I am glad to be back in the buckle. There's Maggie's house. Yep. Everybody needs a little bell buckle in their life. I know I do.
Everybody needs a little bell buckle in their life. You got to go to Bell Buckle, Tennessee, and the Russ and Tori Taff weekend. Just Google that, Russ and Tori Taff weekend, if you don't remember when she said it was. I think she said October. But I went last year, I believe it was, or the year before, I can't remember. Anyway, It was great. Hey, listen, I want to remind you to get your room booked for the Mark Lowry Spring Fling cruise. It's going to be so much fun with Taranda Green and Stan Whitmire and the Martins. The Martins were there at Family Fest this weekend, and I'm telling you, they blew the doors off. And the Ball Brothers, it's going to be a wonderful time. Call 844-881-8844 for more information. You don't even have to go on the web. You can just pick up your phone. Or you can go to marklowrycruise.com and join us, my very first cruise. It's going to be fun. And we're going to have games. We're going to have the not-so-newlywed game. And we're going to have pajama karaoke. Won't that be fun? It's going to be a blast. So make sure you get your room booked for the Mark Lowry Spring Fling Cruise. I am so excited about that. And I'm real excited about my guest next week, y'all. Karen Peck. Karen Peck's going to be my guest. Look at us as I sling that around. Karen Peck. Have you ever heard her sing? I'm sure most of you have. Well, Karen Peck is a dear friend. She was just inducted into the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. And I'm sure she'll have a lot to talk about that. And she can sing. I love to hear Karen Peck sing. Have you ever heard her sing, "The news came to Jesus, please come fast"? You know that 3 days late, 4 days late? What is it? 4 days late? Yeah. Incredible song. Google that if you haven't heard it. 4 days late. All right, Karen Peck will be my guest. My guest tonight, though, is the incomparable. Oh, before I bring him on, I've got to do one more thing or I'll get in trouble. I'm going to be this weekend, y'all. I'm going to be in Shipshewana, Indiana, June 1st, and then June 2nd, New Wilmington, Pennsylvania. So if you know anybody who lives there, please share this program and let them know I'm coming to their town this weekend. Shipshewana and New Wilmington. I love Shipshewana. I've been there many, many times. And New Wilmington, I love getting to see all these places and sing. And next year, I'm taking the whole year off. I guess I told you that. So I hope to get to see you this year, because next year I'll be taking a sabbatical and seeing what God's got for me next. Dino's in there laughing at me, talking about take time off. He's probably never taken a day off. Dino Kartsonakis. He's amazing. And would you help me welcome him right now? Dino, welcome to Mondays with Mark, which is really on Tuesday. But if you're seeing this delayed, well, then it doesn't really matter when we video it. But it's usually Mondays night. But I was traveling last night, so I couldn't do it. And you were gracious enough to move it.
Absolutely. You know, I had my Facebook Live just before this.
Right. And people can go there every Tuesday night. Every Tuesday night, Dino gets on that very piano that you're seeing right now, and he plays for 20, 30 minutes, all the old hymns or whatever you request. And tell them about, you're working on a new hymnal, aren't you?
Well, before I go to the project that you're asking me about,
yeah,
I fell for you. You know that.
You what?
I fell.
Oh gosh, you did. That's right. Right before.
I literally fell
y'all
here in my living room, and we have all tile here, so it was not a very soft fall. And I kind of can you see this?
Oh, Dino.
Swollen there.
It's the enemy.
Yeah, it is. Let me show you the other part of the enemy.
Let me see.
Look.
Oh no!
Look at that. What is it? It's like another knee. It's crazy. That's never happened to me before. It happened just before being with Mark Lowry.
Oh my gosh, are you going to go to the doctor?
Not right now.
That looks horrible.
Yeah, I think I may do that tomorrow. But anyway, it'll probably go down. I have some ice here. And if I can still play it. Hey, listen, it's just great to be with you and to spend this time. You're awesome.
You're awesome. Okay, I want to go back. I want to go back to the first time I discovered Dino Kartsonakis.
Where was that?
I was probably 14. I'll be 60 next month, June 24th, 2018. I'll be 60. But I was in high school, or I'd come home from church, and I had a little gray, black and white, they call them, television. The little bitty thing. I was so proud of that.
And white.
Black and white, yeah. And I would come home and watch Kathryn Kuhlman every Sunday night, I think it was. Yeah. Because she was so fascinating. And she'd always say, "Hello, I've been waiting for you." And it felt scary and inviting. It was almost spooky. She talked, and it was a slow, drawn out. Did she have a speech impediment?
She stuttered when she was a little girl.
I heard that's why she ended up talking very deliberate.
Very slowly. But you know what? That was a good thing because people understood every word.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it made you want to watch, like, what's she going to do next? And you would be back there playing the piano, right? And playing playing He Touched Me. Always.
This was it. That's how I always started the show, her show with.
Yes. And you had didn't you have like a chandelier or something over the piano, maybe?
Yeah. Well, see, when I first met her, first of all, when she approached me, I had to kind of like step back a bit because she was bigger than life, you know. And,
right.
And very dramatic, and she looked like an actress from the 40s, you know.
Right.
And very, very attractive. And if she were to walk into a room, people would look at her because she was very dramatic even when she walked. You know,
right.
Movement of her, very dramatic. And she came up to me and she said, "You're Dino." Just like that. And I thought, wow, who is this lady? To realize that she was one of the greatest evangelists of that day. And to make a long story short, she invited me because she had heard I played the piano, and she said, "I'd love to have you on my show." And her show was filmed at CBS. And that was when Red Skelton was...
hey, everybody. Show. Hey, let's start over, y'all. I'm sorry. I just turned the Skype mic on. Talk. Dino, talk. I'm sorry, everybody. They're saying I can't hear Dino. Remember, I turned the Skype on for the beginning. Let's go back, y'all. I apologize, everybody, but this is not CBS. This is Mark on Facebook. I don't have a Cheryl to hold my camera and help me. So, okay, so we were talking, everybody. Now you can hear, correct? Everybody can hear? Perfect on volume, can hear now. I'm so sorry, everybody.
How far back, Mark?
I want to go back to Kathryn Kuhlman. I would come home from, you heard me say all this, and you said the theme song was He Touched Me, and play that again for him.
I listen every Sunday.
Yeah.
Every Sunday I play that on her TV show.
Sure.
That's how she opened the show. And, of course, at her services, that was your theme song also. And that was, what we're talking about, how long ago? It had to be 40-some-odd years ago.
Oh, well, I was 14. I mean, I would come home every Sunday night. Every Sunday night I would come.
How many years is that, Mark?
Well, I'm 50. I'll be 60 June 24th. So that's, I don't know. I never did good in math.
Well, it's about 40-some-odd years ago.
I know. And look at you. You look the same.
I do.
I look a little different than when I was 14.
Don't we all, right?
But and you would play at all. Did you play at her crusades too?
Oh yeah, all her.
So you were with her for how long? How many years?
About 6 years.
Oh,
6 years. And Mark, I'm telling you, I saw some amazing healings in her service. I mean, of course, I was raised Assembly of God.
Right.
Always, we were taught that Jesus still performs miracles in our lives and so on. But I never saw, honestly, like a physical healing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Something that I could see with my eyes.
Right.
Like I did one day at a Toronto auditorium. So I actually saw goiter dissolve.
Oh, you did?
The lady was right next to me, and Kathryn Kuhlman said, "There's someone being healed of a goiter." And I turned around, and literally, I heard the crackling. I was that close. And I heard the crackling, and it went down. I mean, now you can't detail. Why not?
I mean, if God's God, He can do what He wants.
Absolutely. And what God did back then, He can do today, right?
He can do whatever He wants. He's God. I am the kid. He is the daddy. He does what He wants, and I just try to follow.
That's exactly right.
Hey, listen. So So from Kuhlman, what happened
Yes.
in your life after that? What tell me what all led up to tonight. Give me a little rundown for everybody.
How much time do we have?
No, as much as you want. It's FaceTime, Facebook, whatever this is.
That's true. So we're not paying for this time. That's great.
No, Mark Zuckerberg's paying for it.
Exactly. After Catherine Kuhlman, to be specific, I got married, okay? And that kind of cut me off from the ministry, the Catherine Kuhlman ministry. And of course, the word was out that I left Catherine and hurt her, and, you know, it was just unfortunate. People magazine put out an article that I betrayed her. It was just terrible. And a book came out by Jimmy Buckingham, and one chapter in there says betrayal and talks about me being a gigolo. And it was terrible. That book was, it was called Daughter of Destiny.
Huh.
So now you asked me the question, so I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So this book came out, and
He never interviewed any of you.
Oh, Cheryl's reminding me that it was J.D. Buckingham that wrote the book, but he never interviewed me. That was the part that really blew my mind, because how's he getting all this information? And it wasn't true, of course. But that kind of put me on the blacklist, is what really happened.
Yeah.
And churches wouldn't accept me, and of course, Catherine was still living. Not a very long time after that. Then she passed away, you know. But still, I had to work through that. It was a very difficult time in my life. It really was. And it affected the marriage. And you know, it was just a terrible scenario. And I won't go into more detail. But God, you know, He had a way of just helping me to survive all that. And I had to start from I was kind of on the top there with Catherine Kuhlman. I was on television every Sunday, invited to play everywhere, and then all of a sudden, no one invited me. So I really prayed about it, and it was Jim Baker on the Jim PTL show, and I'll always love Jim Baker for this. He put me on his show, and he wanted people to know the real story, because like I said, you know, the Humbarts and those that Catherine was friends with, they were not very fond of me because they thought I hurt Catherine. So Jim Baker invited me on the show when Jamie Buckingham was on the show, which was really interesting. And I wasn't there to put his book down or anything. I want to be as nice and kind and gracious as possible. But Jim Baker said to Jamie, because they were talking about Daughter of Destiny, he said, it just so happens that I invited Dino. And Jamie turned red. I mean, you could see it.
Right.
You could see it on the TV, and people even saw it. And I walked out there and sat next to him, and I looked at him, and I said, Jamie, you know, I wish you had contacted me or interviewed me for this book, because a lot of things you wrote in there were just not right. They were unfair. And besides, I don't think Catherine Kuhlman would have enjoyed or would have appreciated. She was such a lady. She would have not appreciated you bringing out all of her background and what happened in her life and so on.
Right.
So, but that show that Jim put me on, Jim and Tammy, really turned things around.
Wow.
Because after the show, the phones were ringing off the hook.
Yeah.
People were saying, we didn't know about Dino and the real story. And Rex and Maude Amy called me and said, we apologize. So anyway.
Have you ever been able to amend that with him? I mean, have you ever been able?
No, he died of cancer quite a while ago.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't, and I feel badly about that. But on that show, it was a good moment.
And so from then on, and then you toured for years in churches.
Then I toured. I mean, every night of the week, I was at a different church. You know.
And then you settled in Branson. And
then, actually went to Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Settled there, lived there, and then, of course, there was a divorce somewhere in there, unfortunately. But anyway, I met Cheryl, and I met Cheryl at PTL there in Heritage USA. I walked out on stage, and I saw Cheryl sitting really close to the stage with her mom and family. And boy, this bump is getting bigger as I feel it. It's amazing.
Oh.
By the way, that fell. So anyway, I saw her, and she looked actually gorgeous. And I said, okay, Lord, help me to play really good, And I wanted her to come over afterwards and compliment or whatever. I wanted to meet her. Mm-hmm. And after the show, Tammy Baker had a little reception, and sure enough, Cheryl was there. And I guess Cheryl came up to me and thanked me for the evening. And I said, well, thank you very much. I said, and where are you from? And Cheryl said, well, I'm at Christ for the Nations. I'm a student there in Dallas, Texas. I said, well, I just happen to have a condominium there that I just purchased. I said, let's do lunch someday. And Cheryl to this day says, what a line, right? Let's do lunch.
Yeah. How many years ago was that?
Oh, my gosh. We're married like 30-some-odd years.
Yeah, I thought so.
So fast forward, we do the lunch. Actually, it was dinner. We go to the, it was called, what the hotel was. But anyways, it was the Pyramid Room. It was a very romantic place in a Dallas hotel. And strolling strings, and it was very romantic. And Cheryl sat there, and I sat here, and we ordered. And then all of a sudden, Cheryl said, please excuse me. I said, sure. And I pulled her chair, and she left and didn't come back for about 10 to 15 minutes. I said, oh, what's going on? She finally comes back to find out she went to the restroom, which was way far from that restaurant, came back, and we sat down, and we had our appetizers, started talking. And for the second time, she said, please excuse me. Same thing. And then she comes back to the table, and I said, Cheryl, tell me something. Do you have a kidney problem?
What was she doing?
She went to, let me tell you what she was doing. You want to hear what she was doing?
What?
She said,
touching up her makeup.
Her nose is running, and she had a blower nose. She went to the ladies' room because she would not do it at the table.
Oh,
that's a Southern girl for
well,
it right
that's
there.
Polite.
Huh?
That's polite not to blow your nose at the table.
But anyway, when I said, do you have a kidney problem? Then we start laughing, and that broke the ice. And ever since then, we're laughing.
Okay, Dino, I think your sound was off when you were telling people how you got hurt. So, y'all, before we went live, Dino fell in his home like an old person. I told them to watch him better.
I did. Look at my hand and look at my knee.
Y'all. Look at, he hurt himself. Look at that knee. That is an egg.
Gosh.
What did you hit that on?
It looks like a camel.
What did you hit that on?
I got a camel on my leg.
You do.
Look at that.
I wish we'd have got that on video.
Well, you're getting it now, right here. Look.
You fell on the...
Oh, Jesus. It's got to go down.
They say you need to get some ice on that. People are saying that. Someone said, look, Belinda said, go to the hospital. Your leg could be broken.
Oh, really?
Well, that's what she says. Of course, she's watching on Facebook, so who knows?
Dino,
you need to go. Look, everybody's saying go to the doctor. Well, before you go, because this could be the last...
No, I want to stay here. I don't want to go to the doctor.
Yeah, before you go to the hospital, play something.
Okay. And then we got to do something, and that is, I told my Facebook family that I was going to, we're doing a hymnal.
Right. Tell everybody about your hymnal. And also, this is where you can find the hymnal, y'all. Let me see. Where is that again? His Facebook page. If you go to facebook.com/dino.kartsonakis, Kartsonakis, you can find his. Is that your Facebook? Is that your fan page or your?
No, it's I think it's my regular page.
Y'all
you can also find it on the fan page too.
Okay, well. He understands Facebook less than me because he's doing his show from he's doing it. Look, now he's looking at his knee. He's doing the show. Yeah, that's us right there, isn't it?
I see it. Yeah.
To his.
I want to show you.
It's too much information for this. Okay, Dino, what can you play?
Can I play now?
Can you play something?
I will.
Oh, you want to know my favorite hymn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But first, let me play a little hymn that everybody loves. But then I'm going to ask you what your favorite hymn is.
All right.
Because I had a little contest with my people, and I said if they can guess what your favorite hymn is, that I will send them one of my latest CDs.
Oh.
So
okay. Did let me ask you this? Did you have a lot of people offers?
Oh yeah,
ideas?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Cool. All right,
I
play
got a lot
something.
of titles. It's going to be in my hymn book right here. Anyway, maybe my hand is affecting my piano playing now. Well, let's wait.
Is it? Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Oh, there you are. Is it starting to affect it?
Nah, just a little bit. A little swollen there. It'll
I
be
love
fine.
that song.
I love that too. I really do. Now, your favorite hymn?
Well, there's so many. But I guess the one that I sing when I'm in the MRI would be Blessed Assurance, Jesus is mine.
Ooh, I love that.
I love this line. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine. Because that's all we get here is a foretaste. Just a little sampling of heaven.
Would you sing it as I play it? Can you do that?
We can try. Is that somebody's phone? Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine, heir of salvation, purchase of God, born of His Spirit, washed in His blood. Everybody sing. This is my yes. Praising my Savior all the day long. People are saying nice things. Let's see what this one. Oh, so thank you so much, guys. Let's see if I can still have my son. Shirt. People are wanting you to go to the hospital.
Yeah, I may have to do that.
Well, he ain't going.
Pardon
He's
me?
Pentecostal, y'all. He'll get healed. Just hold on.
Yeah.
I'm Baptist. If it was me, I'd be already on my way to the hospital. But he's Pentecostal, so he can sit there and get healed.
But before we go to the hospital, we got to have some cake.
Oh, looky there, y'all.
That's my carrot cake.
Well, cut it and let them see inside of it.
Now, do people know about my carrot cake?
All right, explain to this. How did you go from the piano to baking cakes?
Well, number one, I'm Greek, so we like to bake and cook, right?
All right.
And my father was a chef.
Yeah.
And I learned from him, actually. And one day I went to the kitchen. I said to Cheryl, I'm going to make a carrot cake. Because I've never had a
Is that gold tips on the end of the icing?
Yeah, it's 24. It's got gold, 24 karat.
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, can you eat gold?
Yeah, you could. I wouldn't, though, because the price is going up. So anyway, I put it on the plate here. Let me show you.
All right. I've had it, y'all. It's very good.
It is so
And they
good.
They ship all over the country.
Ships everywhere.
Yeah. It ships around the world, I guess, because it comes in frozen, right?
Frozen.
And
yes.
that way you just warm it up or let it come to room temperature, and there you go. We had it for Thanksgiving one Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I sent it to you, did I?
I think you did.
But look, it's so moist. Look at this. It's so amazing. And the cream cheese icing. Oh, Jesus, help us. Look. Here, try the icing. Can you lick it there? No.
Yeah, I can see it. I can't. Too bad we can't.
You can almost taste it, right?
Yeah.
It's so good. So good.
And that's
so whenever anyone comes to Branson, Missouri, they need to come to my cafe. It's on Main Street, downtown Main Street.
Yeah.
It's 104 East Main Street. It's a little cafe, and they'll love it if they come in. Cheryl and I will probably be in there. Cheryl, where's Cheryl? She should come in.
Yes, Sandy Hackney Allen, he ships. And do you have a website? Did you just tell the website? I was reading the comments.
My website is DinoPlaysPiano.com. DinoPlaysPiano.com.
Dino's cake is amazing. Abby Niss, I bet that K is silent. These people are loving your. They can't believe you're a baker and a pianist.
And a recording artist.
And what's that now?
This is called Treasured Songs and Hymns of Worship.
Okay.
And this was recorded at the Baptist Church in Dallas with the congregation and about 3 or 4 choirs. And it was totally impromptu, Mark. I went into the sanctuary. The microphones were all ready to go. And we even videotaped it. And I started playing one song after the other, and people just sang along, and it's all on here.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
It's just songs like, of course, Blessed Assurance, and it goes on and on and on. It's something you can play in your house and sing along with, called Treasured Songs and Hymns of Worship. And if they get on that, where they put the email, they could also,
Puddin' Tame wants to know how they can order the carrot cake. Where did you tell them already?
No, you go to 24karat.com.
24karat, is that K with a C or K?
Karrot.
Karrot. 24K-A-R, huh?
Yeah, Karrot.com.
Let me just do an overlay of that. 24 carat. See if this is right, y'all. Carrot. 24 carat cake.
And bring the pizza.
Is it 24 carat cake?
24 carat cake. Karrot cake.
C-A-K-E.
Yes.
All right, you're going to have to go to the doctor. Here it is, 24karatcake.com, y'all. You can order that carrot cake. I've got the website up on the screen right now. And
Cheryl, bring me some pizza. Where's the pizza?
Are you hungry?
I'm starved.
Get you some pizza.
Because
you've already done a show. Okay, before we let you go, is there anything else you want to let people know about? Look at you. Get that. Sit down, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Hi.
Look at Cheryl.
Pizza delivery.
Oh, wow.
What kind is that?
Ooh, that's
that.
pepperoni and cheese and mushroom and olives.
It is looking so good.
So unhealthy.
Okay. It's a deal.
It's so good.
Okay, can Cheryl sing something?
Sure.
I could?
Do you mind?
No.
Impromptu. It's all impromptu.
No. I see trees of green. Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, that's it.
Green, red roses too. I see them blue for me and you. And I think to myself, what wonderful life. I see the skies are blue, clouds are white, bright blessed day, dark silent night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Now, Mark, you sing this next part.
The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you.
And we love all of you guys.
And we don't hear no babies crying, 'cause we're all too old. Sing it. Finish it.
I hear the children cry.
I hear babies cry,
Yeah.
and I watch them grow like
Right.
Marcus.
Yes. They'll learn much more than we'll ever know.
You'll ever know. And I think to myself, what wonderful world.
Yeah.
Yes. I think to myself, this is God's wonderful world.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
great world we live in, Lord.
Oh, yes. Joyce Ann Mays Bandel says it's nice to see Cheryl in front of the camera.
Yes.
And someone says, Marcia Sawhill Hannon says, sweet, pretty Cheryl. They all love you, Dino and Cheryl. Everybody loves you. You know, I've loved you guys for years. I've really not gotten to know you well until really the last few years.
That's true.
Because our paths have crossed so much in Branson. And
That's
I love y'all because you are my family. We're all family of God.
And you know, Mark, we love your ministry. You really have an amazing ministry. You know, we've been to several of your concerts, and of course your singing is amazing. It's really funny because when I asked what your favorite hymn was,
Right.
a lot of people said it's probably "Mary, Did You Know?"
Well, it's weird to
Yeah,
think
it goes with
it actually is in a hymnal. Someone put it in a hymnal. That doesn't make any sense to me, but because I don't know how a congregation could sing that.
Everybody knows it. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's been recorded by how many people, Mark?
I don't know.
How many artists?
I really
You
don't.
know?
I don't know.
I would say
But
thousands.
I'll tell you this: not enough.
Keep going, right?
Oh, I want the world to sing it. I really do believe the gospel's in there, and I'm so thankful that I got to be a part of that. And I hope they will sing that song about Jesus and sing all great songs about Jesus forever.
You know, I just heard that Blige. What's her name? Blige.
Mary J. Blige?
She recorded it. She's recording it.
Oh yeah, Mary J. Blige recorded it several years ago.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I met you the first time when you were probably 12 or 13 years old.
Right.
And I met you at your church.
Yeah.
And your mother was trying to corral you, and it was impossible because you were making everybody laugh so much.
Oh wow.
But you know, with all your laughter, you listened in that church because you have so much ministry in you.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
just
you.
like, I mean, you minister the whole time. Even
you.
though people are laughing, they're hearing you.
Well, I do love that. I love it when people get it. It's not about, laughter for laughter's sake to me is such a waste of time. But when people get it,
Yes.
I love that. All right, I love you guys. Hey, listen, go to Dino Kartsonakis Facebook page. If you didn't get that, let me give it to you one more time. Let me find it where I put it. Right, it's right here. Here it is.
Okay.
That is Dino's Facebook page. And I will see you this weekend in Shipshewana and New Wilmington, Pennsylvania. God bless you, everybody. Bye-bye.